Hello everyone, my name is Arieli Telez and I will be doing my presentation on Eugenio Recuenco. He is a photographer born in Spain, and I had chosen him because I really wanted to look into a photographer that seemed to have a bit of an editorial style. And one of the ways he got his work a bit more widely known in general was when he got one of his first advertising pieces with a brand called Boucheron in Paris, France. And from then on, that would lead him to have multiple collaborations with other brands and companies like Nina Ricci, Diesel, Yves Saint Laurent, Sony PlayStation, Pernod Ricard, and not only does he do editorials and advertisements, he also does short films, his own personal short films, and also in collaboration with brands. It seemed that Paris had been a place where he really established his photography and worked with even more companies like Vanderbilt, Motorola, Chivas Regal. And what fascinated me about his photography was that he seems to have this emphasis on lighting and shadows and evoking the sense of eeriness, of moodiness. His photography seems very atmospheric and a bit strange in their qualities. And I think that's evident in like this photo series and from his personal projects called Paranormal. It has weird settings, weird subjects. You don't exactly know what's going on. And I think that makes his photography unique and adds a different element, another example really, other than element to the type of photography that anyone else could create. And like in his project Suma Cruz here, I love that his photography seems to have also this element of fantastical, of the strange. It makes you want to ask questions. It makes you want to figure out, what story is he telling? What are the subjects feeling in these images? And it makes you question, like, why is this photo partially above water? Why is it below the water? Why do we have these two perspectives? And not only has he made photographs and videos, but he actually also worked in set design by designing the set for an opera in New York City. And more than that, one of his most big projects and long-lasting projects was called the 365 project. I think his main goal was to take almost 365 pictures, a picture for every day, and highlight the strangeness, the absurdity of life that could be on the surface, but then also to get us question what's below the surface, what's behind the absurdity, not just criticize the surface of the strangeness. Why does it exist? And not only why, but also highlight that it simply does exist. And again, he continues to have that sort of eerie, moody quality with this project as well. And that's one of his main themes in his photography, is he goes with atmosphere, he goes with vibes. He specifically states them to himself in an interview where he says, "I don't frown upon a specific style. I just go along doing what I feel is best. I don't tell myself that things have to be a certain determined way. I start building and end up doing it in a certain way. But it's all about circumstances, your vibes and needs and priorities when it comes down to transmitting them that end up paving a style for each series." And I think that's evident in his photography. Even in this picture here, an editorial picture for Llorona, it definitely has this regal, luxurious vibe, but it's There's also a calmness, a gentleness with the candles and the dripping wax. So then it makes you question, is this about royalty? Is this about a story about luxury and what that means, and what could this model be feeling or thinking? And I think the fact that his photography is very thought-provoking and inspiring to make more art based on his art, I think makes his photography really special. And that is my presentation on Eugenio Recuenco. Thank you.